Nope.
No.
March lasted 6 months and April went by in 15 days.
Right?
Yeah.
It did go by really fast, actually. I agree.
Yeah.
Now, if we can just fast forward through the rest of quarantine, I'll be happy with that.
We're all good with that.
Yep. Wake up tomorrow and it's over and everybody's healthy. Perfect.
Yay!
So, okay. I'm really excited about this. If everybody get a chance to really read through the specials and the incentives, the wonderful, really I consider them gifts that Touchstone Crystal has given us for this month. If you haven't, that's okay. We're going to share some with you here, but the family call really went over those well, and the email, and then of course right on the home screen in Glam Central. But I just want to start off, and I'm going to see if I'm pretty sure I could be able to share my screen. And
I just want to do it, Lindsey.
Oh, you got it ready, Betsy?
Yep, got it.
And share our video. Yes. This Faith, Hope, and Love necklace for $500 in sales in May. And so many of you have asked and are talking about you love it so much and you want to be able to sell it. Well, I think the best way to show Touchstone Crystal that we love this piece is, guess what? Everybody earn it.
I love it.
So beautiful.
It is. I love it too so much. I love it so much.
We love it so much, we're going to play it again.
Play it again.
We like it so much. Do it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you, Betsy. But for $500 in sales in May, that necklace is yours. And again, I know that that's right, one party, right? That hostess is going to get double host rewards. You know, you're going to be able to give away lots of jewels. And we have so many great specials as well. But don't worry, we have people covering that for you. But next up, with $1,000 in sales, Touchstone Crystal is giving you $250 in product certificate. $3,000 in sales, you get another $350 in product certificates. So what I want you to think about is this. Sell $3,000 in May. Set your goal. That's what you want it to be. You're going to get that necklace and you're going to have $600 in product certificates. That's 20 stretch bracelets you can buy for your giveaways and your Zoom parties, or specials for people that hop onto our Zoom opportunity events, or thank you gifts for those, or to, you know, so many ways that you can use this. But think about the ways that you can use these wonderful sales incentives to build your business. And on top of that, with $3,000 in sales, a consultant is making at least $900 with 30% in commissions. You'll have those incentives and you'll be having fun too. So what do you say?
Lindsey, is that cumulative? 250 plus 350?
Yes. Or an additional 350. Yep.
Wow. I had no idea. That's amazing.
Isn't it? The necklace, $600 in jewelry, plus $900 or more in your pocket.
Amazing.
I agree. So those are our sales incentives for the month. I can't wait to hear what you want. And I would love to have you type in the chat which incentive level is you're going to hit this month, or which one you love the most, or what you're so excited about. Love to hear it.
So go ahead and post in the chat for that, for what level you would like to hit in your incentives. Oh, Patricia. Okay, everybody's typing. Good. Let's go. We want to see it all.
Awesome.
And also, we're at 91 people. We're almost at our 100. Oh my goodness. I'm watching.
And you know what that 100 means.
3,000, 3,000. Diamond McBride. Oh my gosh, I want her name.
What a name.
3,000. Rose is going for 4,000. Angela.
We've
Carol's
lots of
the necklace
participation in the chat today. So Betsy, we kind of chatted before this. As you participate in the chat function, we are actually going to do another drawing.
Yes.
So as you comment in the chat, as you share ideas in the chat, we're going to do another jewelry giveaway at the end. So your name will go in as you type in the chat. Lindsey and I are going to be tracking it. We're going to do
Love it.
Fun.
Love it.
All right, I'm going to go. So I've been selling for 6 years, almost 7. I've never, ever seen them continue double host credit. Ever. I was shocked. I couldn't believe they continued it. So 2 months in a row of double host dollars is so exciting. And I'm so thankful that the company did this. So I just wanted to show you guys a visual of this, because when you self-host a party, And you can self-host again if you already did it. When you self-host just a $500 party, you actually get the beautiful necklace that Lindsey just showed, which when they showed that video, I actually started to cry. I love that necklace. We all need it. And you also get $125 in income. Where can you go working for about an hour and make $125 in income, right? It's pretty darn incredible. Not only that, you, when you're self-hosting, get the jewelry as well. So $250 in jewelry with this double host credit for $19. And if you're a new consultant or you have someone that's thinking about starting the business, that's $500 in jewelry of your choice for $19 when you do a self-hosted launch party this month in May. So if you are new and you haven't launched yet, this is the month to do it. If you are seasoned, this is the month to do it. If you hosted a self-hosted party last month, do it again this month. This is perfect because not only do you get to build your jewelry display with these self-hosted parties, but it is the easiest way possible to get parties booked is by hosting self-hosted parties. $1,000 in sales, $250 in income, $600 in jewelry for 19. New consultants, that's $1,100 in jewelry of your choice for $19 plus a 70% discount. It's incredible the amount of jewelry we get as consultants. But what's even more exciting is that we have the opportunity to offer this double host credit for our customers, our past hostesses, our friends, our family. You have the opportunity to offer this to women across the country. So now is such a great time to really utilize this double host dollars. So I would love in the chat if you would just post, who are you asking? Just chat in there. Who are you asking to host for you? Are you hosting a self-hosted party? Is there verbiage that you're using that's working to help you get these parties booked? So we would love to see your ideas in the chat. And then Jaclyn is going to share with you guys the most exciting special I've ever seen.
Jaclyn Straubinger. Where is she? Let's find her.
By the way, we only need 7 more people. We're at 90.
I know. Yes, I know. I just posted on the team page. Jaclyn.
Oh, I'm here. I was unmuted. Sorry.
Here you are.
Sorry. So I thought I would get dressed for the occasion.
Yes. You look like a princess.
Oh, thank you. And this is, we literally lost internet service, so I'm doing this from my phone. So I was like, ugh. Okay. So guys, all right. If you have not seen this crazy special right now, and I'm going to hold this up. This is a beautiful graphic. You can buy any one of these beautiful wrap bracelets, and you can offer it to hostesses, to customers, to anybody who's purchased a wrap bracelet in the past for $50. $50. And they brought back 2 of the blues, which are some of these are going to be ordered just online. So this is, I've never seen them do a sale. I celebrated my 3-year anniversary this year, just 2 days ago, and I have never, ever seen them do a sale, ever. $50. I mean, so you got to do the math, okay? Because when somebody buys a $50 bracelet or 2 $50 bracelets, they get another item at 50% off. You could buy a $50 bracelet and another $60 item or $40 item and get another item at 50% off. So the company has created amazing specials for us and graphics. They're all in Social Hub that will show you bundles that you can offer to your customers. These are great. I also highly recommend, they just did a warm call report. You look at your warm call reports for people that may have clicked on this sales special. I reached out to somebody the other day, $250. They bought 5. So this is a deal. So I would love for you to type in the chat who do you want to reach out to that you know that has purchased these, and what may be something fun that you might do. Maybe it's a little competition on who can sell the most wraps this month.
Oh, interesting idea.
Yeah.
Just saying, how many of these
Right.
babies do you want to sell? I'm just saying, I've already sold 10.
Alicia just said she wants to sell one a day at least. That's a great goal.
That's
Love
a great
that.
goal.
Huh.
That's a great goal.
So if you sell 2 on one day, do you get to skip the next day, or is that just a bonus
Oh.
that you sold 2?
No, that's a bonus.
Bonus. Okay, I like that.
I hadn't thought about that.
And you can share with people how, like, different ways to wear these. So I've got mine as a headband. I've got some on as a wrist, and I was going to put one on as a necklace.
Oh, that's fun.
They're great. These are great. So
Fun.
chat, put in the chat, how many of these do you want to sell, and who are you going to be targeting?
Yeah, this is neat. It's fun watching all of the. Jody says the goal is 50.
Good
Nice.
girl.
Good girl, love that.
Patricia just asked, and I wanted to answer this real quick so it doesn't get lost. How do you find out who ordered it so that you can search it?
Okay,
So if
I
you
can share
go
that
under
with
marketing, Jaclyn, you want to answer?
Yeah, I can share that.
Okay.
So it's actually, the best way to do this, because I looked at a couple of different ways to do this, the best way to do it is if you go into under marketing management, go under contacts, go under your contacts, and then there's an advanced search on the right-hand side. You want to click on that, and you can type in a product. So you type in Wrap Star or Wrap, and it's going to pull up everybody that has ever purchased a wrap, bracelet, or anything with the word wrap in it. And even best, you can even click on contacts and download it to a file so that you have everybody to call.
Mhm.
And
Love
I
that.
would have shown you that on my screen, but I can't do that on the phone.
That's right. You're on your phone.
Right. That's right.
I'm like at a loss. I was like totally dumb. Like, what do I do? And I can post a little video about showing exactly how to do this, but it's very easy to pull up all of your contacts who's ever purchased them before.
Thanks, Jaclyn. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Lindsey, what's up next? Thank you. Thanks, Jack.
You're welcome.
We're at 96 on our call right now.
I love that.
Nice. Oh, we got Shelby just joined. So now we got 97.
97.
Thank you. Very fun.
Oh, we got it. We should have it now. Check the numbers. It looks like there's like 6 more people or 3 more people that just joined.
99.
99.
99. Oh, 100.
All right, we're going to be giving away 3 ice bracelets. While Lyn is doing, she's going to be sharing with us some really great ideas on how to make the most of goal setting, your mindset, and the kinds of things that you're going to need for the next 4 weeks to make the most of everything that's available to us. So Lyn, you want to take it away? And while you're doing that, I'm going to draw some names. Is that what I'm doing? Are you drawing names?
Love that. I'd love that. Thank you. Honestly, I'm so excited to be here with you. And I love the ladies who invited me. Betsey, Terri, Lindsey, so many of you that I know from these groups I've gotten to spend time with. You just make me smile. So when I told Dan, my husband, I was doing an 8:30 call, he was like, "You've been working hard all day. Are you going to make it?" I was like, "I'll be fine. I'll collapse when it's over, but I will be absolutely fine." So the first thing I want to show you is I want to share my screen. I'm not sure how many of you get my daily fresh idea. 5 days a week.
Well, can I watch the show?
I send out a little fresh idea. They're free. You just sign up on my website, afreshperspective.com, and they go out at 4:10 a.m. No, I am not up clicking send. They're in there on time bake. And I love this one. All things seem possible in May. And I've gotten a lot of response from the last line of this. Don't let what's different prevent you from planning for what's possible. Don't let what's different prevent you from planning for what's possible. So what do you want from this month? What would make you feel like you're accomplished? Whether it is simply just one qualified party, $500, everything that Terri already showed you, and that would make you go like, okay, I put my toe in the water, I feel good about it, I got a lot of reward for getting past my anxiety and making myself just get out there, talk to people, invite people to come on. Whether you created a VIP group, and if you haven't seen the video, the Zoom call that was done, I believe it was last Friday, about creating a VIP group, it's brilliant. And Sharon, I know you're brand new, you can create a VIP group. And all the way up to Betsey, who has been part of Touchstone, like she's got the lowest ID number in the entire company. So she's been around for a long time. She can have a VIP group. Everybody can have a VIP group. Then when you've created your VIP group, you merely invite the people that are there to come on to a live virtual party. Now, you don't have to have a lot of jewelry. Have your leaders teach you how to do a virtual party with just a couple of the tools, like the face shape page, the wrist party page, the page with all of the wrap and TriStar bracelets on it, and flipping through the catalog that you have. Every one of you has this available to you. So create a VIP group and invite some of those people to your own party. If you've been around a while, relaunch yourself. Relaunch yourself during this new and different and interesting time. And I do recommend you say to people, hey, this is really new. The company has given us great tools, and I don't know if I know how to use them yet. So would you let me practice on you? Would you come and just be with me for a half hour so that I can get my arms around how to do this? You know, people love to help other people. With your goal setting, I always teach something that is called target goal setting. What that means is there's no losers. Picture a target, like this is an archery target that you see up on the screen, and the best you could do is to hit the bullseye. But if you're out doing archery or throwing darts in your basement or anywhere else, you still get points if you hit the outermost edge of the outermost rim. That's okay. As long as the arrow or the dart sticks in there, you still get points. So what would be your optimal bullseye goal? The best you can imagine. How much in sales, how many sponsors would make you feel like, oh my gosh, I did it. That would be your bullseye. But then set an outer rim. That's your no matter what goal. And no matter who is on this call, I'm going to recommend that no matter what, like you won't go to sleep on the 31st unless you have at least earned the necklace, the Faith, Hope, and Love necklace, to wear proudly. That's $500 in sales, and that is the retail of the sales. It's not counting tax and shipping. If you're new on this call, make sure you know the difference. And then set for yourself a mid-range goal, something like this white one right here. What that would mean is it's somewhere between the best you can imagine and your no matter what goal. And you feel great about that. I want to share a little story about somebody that I coach. For those of you who heard the family call, it's probably 3 weeks ago now. Barbara McGovern was talking about set a goal. Don't let yourself get so smushed down into sadness that you forget to set a goal for your business. And she talked about when she decided to just buck up, she decided that she would set a goal for $5,000 in personal sales. Okay, so how many $500 parties is that? 10. But when you think about, you don't have travel time, you can do 2 parties in a night. And what's beautiful about right now is where we used to be excited about a wow party, a within 1 week party. Now we've got WOD parties within 1 day. So you can be booking a party for tomorrow and say, I got a WOD. All right. So this person listened to Barbara and she said, well, I can do $5,000. And I said, well, 5,000's never been your goal before. What if this was a different time? What would really be your goal? And she said, well, my goal is always 10,000. Now, I am not suggesting that each and every one of you needs to set a goal for 10,000. I'm telling you what one person told me. At that point, she was at about 4,200. There was a week left in the month. I said, oh my gosh, you can go for it. Keep me posted on what's going on. Well, that night, she texted me. She had already added $2,000 in sales and booked 4 parties for the next 4 days. So I have to tell you what happened on April 30th. I was out shopping for deck material. We're using our time wisely and we're putting in a deck. And my phone rang and it was her. And she said, okay, I hit 10. I said, yay! She said, but I've got a question. She said, I've got another $600 sitting here. And I'm trying to decide if I should put it in or save it for May. And I said, well, why would you put it in? She said, well, my personal best is 11.2. That was my biggest month ever. And I said, 11.2. So you're just about $1,200 away. She said, should I put it in? I said, oh, I can't tell you that. That's a very personal decision. And she said, well, what would you do? And I said, if it was me and I could beat my personal best in the second month of a pandemic, I wouldn't go to sleep until I had beat my personal best. But that's just me. I'm a bullseye kind of girl. And she's like, okay. So the next morning I got the text. Okay, I did it. Beat my personal best. That's the beauty of goal setting. If you don't have a goal, you've got nothing to reach for. And I don't care how big or how little your goal is, but don't go to bed tonight until you have set a goal for your personal sales and your sponsoring for May. Whatever it is that makes you go, I'll feel good when I do that. Set a goal. Okay. I'm so excited. Somebody else take it.
Okay. That's amazing. Yes, please take a sip of water. That is crazy. That Barbara McGovern, she's amazing. But boy, the bullseye visual is such a great help. Lynn, you've used that so many times to help me picture what it is that I want for a month. And you're right, it's like a GPS. Unless you have created a goal for yourself, you have no idea where you're going, and it's just a bunch of rambling down a country road. It's pretty, but you're not going to get where you really want to go.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about something else that, for me, I believe is the most exciting in all of this, because I feel so strongly that right now is when we can do the most good by offering the business to the most people possible. We've always said that we have 3 big things to offer, and one is beautiful jewelry to help women sparkle every day. The second one is free jewelry for hostesses who introduce us to their friends. And the third one is this business opportunity, because it can change women's lives, and we see it all the time. And so think about it. We have a better opportunity today than we have literally ever had since the start of our company.
Right.
Because we can do live in-home parties and we can do virtual parties. We can do a WOD. Is that what we're calling it? Within 1 day?
Within 1 day, exactly. A WOD.
Within 1 day party. I mean, this is ridiculous. We have never been able to do anything like this. Our capabilities have dramatically expanded. And not only that, there are more women than ever who need what we have. So the really cool thing is I'm going to share my screen, put my glasses on, and show you what it is that we have that is so special to sweeten the pot, as if we really needed to sweeten the pot. You'll see this?
Yes, we see it.
All right. Earn up to, okay, start your business in May. Amazing limited time incentives. Earn up to $1,000 in jewelry. And actually, this is just one of the examples of what's possible. So we're going to show you how this works. When a new consultant in May submits a launch party with just $500 in sales, she will get $250 Join Now incentive. It's something special just for May consultants. It's a $250 Join Now incentive. With her launch party of $500, she's going to get an extra $250 as just a little welcome gift from Touchstone Crystal. We're so glad you're here. Here's some more jewelry for you. Not only that, when it's her own party, she gets double host dollars, right? So that $500 launch party in May gives her another $250 just in her host rewards. That is the craziest thing, to be piling $250 on top of $250. But here's what's really cool. Once she gets to $1,000 in sales, so let's say she closes out that $500 launch party, gets $500 in jewelry, and a $125 paycheck. Let's say then she goes on and she books a couple more parties and tops 1,000 in total sales, including her launch. Well, now she has just achieved our overall May sales incentive for the whole company. All the consultants have access to this, and that's another $250 in jewelry. But remember, she's a new consultant and she has access to the glam plan too. So she is literally quintuple, which means 5. I had to check. Quintuple dipping. I usually say that new consultants get to quadruple dip. This is a quintuple dipping. Don't say that 5 times fast. It won't come out well. But that Glambassador level also counts for another $250 in jewelry. So literally when she comes in and sells $1,000 in jewelry, she sells $1,000, she's going to get $1,000 and she's going to make $250. I mean, for somebody who really wants to create a great business right from the start, this right here is the way to do it. And she can literally do that in a couple of days flat because of these within 1 day parties that she can do. So this is literally, I've been with the company 11 years, ladies. I have never seen anything like this. So when Lyn is asking us to set goals, the very first goal on the top of my page is a sponsoring goal. And so Lyn's going to share with us some ideas on how to talk to people about this special incentive so that we can make sense and not trip over the words quintuple dipping.
I love quintuple dipping. Yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, I have to tell you, the person who got the 11-2 was not Barbara McGovern. I don't.
Oh, it wasn't Barbara. Okay.
That's okay. Was not. She shall remain nameless because I didn't ask her permission. I think she'd be proud to have me tell her story, but I didn't ask permission. So when you see the statistics, you'll see. All right. So the first thing I thought of when this all began feels like a year ago, doesn't it? And it's actually, at this point, it's just 2 months, almost to the day. So this got started and people started to lose their jobs. My daughter-in-law is waitstaff at a very high-end restaurant. The lady who owns the restaurant decided to close even before they were told to close because she knew that the waitstaff would make more money on unemployment than they would just working a shift or 2 a week because things were dropping down. And I started to think to myself, how many people are in that situation where they're either unemployed or underemployed or crazy. Like everybody I know who is working crazy hard, but some of them at things where they are just exhausted with no fun in their life. I started to think about all of the people that are out there that would find Touchstone a blessing. And I'm sure if you take a piece of paper right now and you start to write down, who do you know? Remember our lovely who do you know list? You go through that list and think to yourself, who has been furloughed or still working, but my son is still working twice as hard as ever, but his pay was cut by 30%. And so he's what I consider underemployed. There are a lot of people out there underemployed or employed at something where they just need a little bit of fun in their life, perhaps a little extra money, a little side gig, or they're home and they're sad. I am very blessed because I've been seeing my son, daughter-in-law, and granddaughter now ever since we got out of self-quarantine after we came back from Hawaii. I've been seeing them regularly. But the number of stories you hear about the grandparents, the aunts, uncles who can't see their family members. And I think, okay, if they could just be someplace like this with us, having a good time, enjoying these wonderful people who are here. I mean, like if you're clicking gallery view and you see page after page after page of people that are here, you know, all sorts of people all over the country are part of this fabulous family. So, and Angela says so many people are feeling hopeless and could benefit not only from the earning aspect, but to have this amazing group of women supporting you. It's really priceless and the real opportunity. Angela, thank you for typing that. I couldn't agree more. So I just have to ask you, please, would you take just a minute and type into the chat, what is stopping you from offering a chocolate chip cookie? Some of you don't know what I mean by that. I have an example that I use when I talk about offering the business opportunity. And I tell the story of my son who bakes the world's best chocolate chip cookies. Honest to goodness. I should tell him to start baking and selling his chocolate chip cookies. But anyway, he bakes the best cookies in the world. So imagine that I've got all 99 of you at my house. And he's turned out a whole bunch of batches of chocolate chip cookies. You can smell them. They smell so great coming out of the oven. And I pull them out, I put them all on a platter, and I walk around offering chocolate chip cookies. And I say, Betsey, would you like a chocolate chip cookie? Yeah, okay. Terri, would you like a chocolate chip cookie? Yes, she's nodding her head yes. But I see Jaclyn, and I think I remember that Jaclyn is gluten intolerant. So I'm going to decide for her. I'm not going to offer her a chocolate chip cookie. And, you know, Lindsey told me that she has been gaining the Corona 30. And so I'm like, I'm not going to offer her a chocolate chip cookie. But Shelby, would you like a chocolate chip cookie? Chrissy, would you like one? Oh, Jennifer. No, I heard Jennifer is allergic to chocolate. I'm just not going to offer her a chocolate chip cookie. How do you feel if I didn't offer you one of these cookies? Even if you were going to say no to me, how do you feel if I didn't offer it to you? Think about that. Jennifer, how did you feel when I chose not to offer you a cookie? Unmute yourself, Jennifer. How'd you feel?
I would be insulted.
You'd be insulted, right. And you would think I was pretty rude, wouldn't you?
I would.
I mean, I've got 6 batches of the best smelling chocolate chip cookies that you've ever seen, and I didn't offer you one. That would be very, very rude of me. Yes. So I think it's so important for us to understand our job is to just get out of our own way and offer. Their job is to say yes, no, maybe. And if we can detach from the answer We don't care about the answer because we did our job. That's all. It's all we were required to do was to do our job. And if we did our job, then we can pat ourselves on the back and say, next, who shall I offer the next chocolate chip cookie to? So we've got some chats coming in. And my question was, what's stopping you? So I've got from Heather, as a bank employee, we're so busy. Sparkle and shine definitely lifts spirits, right? If people join you who are on unemployment, will they lose their unemployment? That's a state-by-state thing. I can tell you here in Rhode Island, if you're part of a gig economy and you're also on unemployment, it does not cost you your unemployment. That is true for Rhode Island. I can't answer for the rest of the states. But if you just go right on to whatever your state's unemployment office is or financial area for your state, if you Google it, it pops right up. Every state is different, but it's easy to find out. And they're telling people who want to be part of the gig economy, go do it, which is really, I mean, a huge blessing. I'm scrolling down. So fortunate for this opportunity. Love the money and the jewelry. So many people are feeling hopeless and could benefit not only from the earning aspect, but to have this amazing group of women supporting you. Scared. Thank you, Darlene. Thank you. I appreciate you saying scared. Can I ask you, Darlene, I can't see you, but if you could unmute yourself and just be brave enough to tell us, what are you scared of?
The rejection.
Okay. So if somebody says, no, thanks, I don't want to do this with you, what did they reject? Did they reject you as a person?
No, just probably that at that time frame.
Well, or maybe always. I mean, maybe they'll never be interested,
Right.
but it wasn't a personal reaction. They didn't say, well, you've got a lot of nerve asking me that. Did they?
No. Mm-mm.
No. And in many cases, if you say, hey, I've got something wonderful in my life, I'd be happy to tell you about it in case you're interested. Most people are going to say, yeah, you could tell me more. Mm-hmm. And if you're using something like one of the survey forms that are very widespread out there, if you don't know about one already, they're everywhere. Just ask your leaders. They are telling you on there. If they are a yes, I'd like to know more, a maybe I'd like to know more, or a no way in this universe would I want to know more. So it takes the weight off of you for deciding, because honestly, I feel we have a moral obligation. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, a moral obligation to offer, because you might be the only person who offers somebody a lifeline.
Right.
You might be the only person who offers them a ray of hope, where for next to nothing to start and not a big display of jewelry. I mean, you know, all of the leaders out there know how to do a personal style appointment, so they could do something with before their kid ever arrives.
Right.
They could be showing their catalog and earning some money. You know, for a lot of people right now, $125 for a $500 party is food on the table they wouldn't have had before. And I'm not talking people who aren't willing to work. I'm talking people who have hit a bad patch. No fault of their own. They're perfectly willing to work. They just need a chance. How will you feel if you're the person who doesn't offer it to them?
I know. I like what you said about the cookies, because now it makes me realize I need to do that to everybody. Ask them.
Good, good. Did anybody else give me a reason? Let's see. Hansel and Gretel didn't find their way home with breadcrumbs. It was sparkling stones. I love that. Edie says, I was just told today that my position at my job ends this Friday. There are no coincidences. Oh, Edie, I am so glad you're here right now. And I hope you're able to take away from this how you can immediately just book those WOD parties, offer people beautiful, whether it's bagels and bling or quarantinis and crystals or whatever it is, offer people the chance to come together, have fun, whether they buy or not, whether they can afford to buy or not. You can be a bright spot for them. And they'll remember you. They'll remember relationship that you built with them. No question about it. Wendy says, left out. Wendy, unmute yourself and tell us what you mean by left out.
You had asked if you were offering the cookies.
Oh, you feel left out and hurt and left. Got it. Okay. Insulted. Thank you. Those are answers to that. Okay. Sad. I like cookies. Okay. All right. Thank you. Anybody else want to tell me what's stopping you? This is your chance. Because, you can hear from the bottom of my heart, I believe you have the best opportunity to offer that anybody could ever imagine. I was actually telling a friend of mine today that I've just been touching base with people I haven't talked to in a long time. I used to work with her 15 years ago. And I was telling her about Touchstone, and I said, if you could have seen how fast the company turned around to get all of the virtual tools in place and get the personal website set up with a virtual party type. And I said, I can't imagine they slept for a week because they had everything done so fast. And she was like, that's amazing. What's this company? So I told her, who knows if we might have a little bit more conversation and she might decide she wants to do this with us, because I'm not afraid to offer. Anybody else? Plant the seed. I'm going through whoever is, afraid of being pushy. All right, Pete. What's pushy about offering somebody the chance to choose? That's how I want to phrase it. What's pushy about offering the chance to choose?
I think it's sometimes even like trying to find the right words, especially in this time. I've reached out to so many people, and I've even gotten the people that say, oh, this is a really bad time, and then I get worried that they're going to be upset with me that I even ask them when they're like, hey, this is like, I have gotten the message where like, this is a really bad time, I can't do that. And so then I worry like, oh no, did I burn that bridge with that individual? Because I reached out to them, but I also will turn it and say, if you want, we could do it as a fundraiser. So trying to turn it that way to show that I do care and I'm willing to do something.
Yeah, that's great.
It's still like, you kind of feel like, oh, I hope I didn't burn that bridge with this person I've been building this relationship with. And so that's where that pushy feeling, I think, comes into play.
Patricia, if you burned that bridge, you didn't have a relationship to begin with. Because your response when they say this is a really bad time is just to say, I'd feel really guilty if I didn't offer it to you. If you ever want more information, you let me know. Just as gracious as can be, because your job is to offer the cookies. And if somebody says, oh, it's a bad time, I can't eat cookies right now. Okay, that's all right. But I was shocked at the number of hostesses who were booked for March and April, who in the beginning said, oh no, I don't want a virtual party. And then came back after a while and saw the fun that people were having online and said, I want one of those. So the very same thing can be true with the opportunity. It can be a bad time on Saturday afternoon. And by the following Friday, they might be like, you know, hey, that Pete girl, she offered me, so I should find out a little bit more. It's never insulting to offer. It's only insulting to ignore. Do you believe me? I need you to know if you believe me. Okay. All right. And you're right, Lisa. Everyone does fear being rejected, but they're not rejecting you. They're rejecting the cookie. They don't want a cookie right now. It's not personal. I'm afraid of overwhelming someone with too much omitted informations. Marissa, I think your fear is well placed if you do all the talking. Your question is to say, I've got this wonderful thing in my life. I'd be happy to tell you about it and explore if it would be a good fit for you. Would you like that? If they say yes, they would like that, then what you're saying is, let's talk about what you need right now. Get them talking. It isn't, Betsey showed you the beautiful page with everything that they get. As good as that is, and I'm really glad that Betsey showed you and that that's available to all of you, that's way less relevant than saying, what's going on in your life right now, Marissa? Let's see if Touchstone could be a good fit for you and if you could find this a blessing right now. What's going on with you? Believe me, once they start talking, you will either hear connections or there aren't any. Mm-hmm. Either way, it wasn't about feeding them a lot of information, because all the information in the world doesn't help somebody decide, yeah, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. It's you hearing what's going on and then saying, well, you might like this because. And Marissa, I have been shocked at the number of people who have gotten started in the last month who might never have gotten started if it wasn't for this moment in time. And they're excelling. Sharon, you just started, you're working on your launch party as we're talking. Does that help, Marissa?
Well, I was originally, I typed up vomited information, not omitted information. So I don't know.
That was, yeah. Vomited is the word I always use for it. Don't vomit all over them. Yes, right. Exactly.
I can steal my chip clips, so I can't remember to use the chip clip.
Okay, well, I'm going to, where's mine? It's right here. Okay, I am going to encourage you to just put one right there on your computer as a visual. Because honestly, you've heard this, 2 ears, 1 mouth, use them in that proportion. But the reality is you can never go wrong asking them questions. And when you hear the connection, you can say, you know what I just heard you say is, I think this would be good for you because. And for Beth, who said, funny, last month trying to sell jewelry when so many people are unemployed. True. And many of the people are on unemployment are making more than they were working, which is we won't get into that discussion right now, but it's a weird place we find ourselves. And many people are not only employed, they're working harder than ever. Exactly. Working harder than they ever have. And the responses I get of people who talk about how much fun they had with their girlfriends on a virtual, whether they bought or not. You know, yes, we are a sales company. Yes, you are a salesperson. But your primary purpose right now is not to worry, does this person buy? Does this person buy? Does this? It's just to offer the experience and trust that some of those people will buy. And some of them will buy a lot. And you'll offer beautiful free bling, double host credit, to the hosts who book with you. an incredible $50 star and wrap bracelets, and then when they buy 2 of them, any other thing in the catalog at half price. I mean, it's absurd to not offer the absurdly wonderful things that the company is giving you. It's just selfish. And I know none of your mamas brought you up to be selfish. Okay, and who's that? That's Michelle. I'm concerned that people are having a hard time paying rent, let alone for a jewelry kit. Those people are probably not going to buy a jewelry kit. You know, that's their choice, but you don't know their financial situation. One friend that I was talking to today, her husband is working, she is unemployed, and she said, you know, we are like squirrels. We always put away a lot of money. We always spend half of what we make, so we're fine. And I said, God bless, you know, and then there are a lot of people who are down to their last bag of groceries. You don't know unless you invite. This is just about inviting. All right, I've said enough. I've exhausted my passion. So I'm going to turn it back over to whoever wants to talk next.
Okay. Well, Lyn, that was absolutely amazing. And this is probably my favorite training that we've ever done. And to have you responding to all of the comments has really been such a blessing to all of us. So thank you very, very much.
Oh, you are so welcome.
We value you and we love you. And we so appreciate your expertise and your love for us.
Thank you.
So we hit our original goal. And what I want to do before we give you all a call to action and some other things that you can win, I want to tell you the names of 3 women on this call who I was able to draw as winners of an ice bracelet. So you have to promise me that you'll get with me personally after we're done to tell me which one you want. It doesn't matter. I will order it in special for you, and we will get it to you. So our first winner is Abby Weiss. Abby Weiss. Abby, congratulations to you. You're our first winner. Our second winner is Juliana Rampersad. I think I said it totally wrong. But Juliana, congratulations to you.
She knows who she is.
She does know who she is. And the third one, congratulations to Lauren King. You just won an ice bracelet as well. So happy for you. So congratulations. I'm going to turn it over to Terri, I think. Yeah. Terri, I think you're next.
I've loved, Lyn, thank you so much. That was so helpful. I agree with Betsey 100%. That was such a great training, and we appreciate it. And I also loved seeing so much go on in the chat. So many really good ideas and really women really lifting each other up. So I appreciated that. And I got to do the drawing for everyone that commented in the chat. So I was super busy watching all the comments because they were coming in like crazy. So congratulations to Angela. Angela, your number on here, you don't have a last name, but your number is 443-822-9848. So if you're that Angela, if you could just get your information to me, and I will be mailing you something sparkly. So congratulations. And I'm turning it back to Lindsey.
Okay. And while we're getting back to Lindsey, there are a number of technology challenge questions at the end. I'm going to ask all of those people to get with your group leader or whoever in your upline is doing this all the time. Honestly, you know, I feel like back in the day, the simplicity commercials, if I can sew, you can sew. If I can do Zoom, you can do Zoom. It, honest to God, isn't hard. So if you're technology challenged, get with somebody who knows how and get a personal lesson from them. You'll be good at it by the third party that you do.
And actually, Lyn, you guys, there is another Zoom 101 how-to coming up this Wednesday, May 6th at 1 p.m. So if you are looking for more information on how to use the technology, make sure you get on those Zoom trainings because they're so, so helpful. The company's doing them for us, so it's amazing.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And Lynn, I had to say the same thing. Thank you so much. That was great. I loved it. I'm always writing fast and furiously and saying, okay, yes, keep that in my head. Keep that in my head. but thank you, Lynn. And so I'm the one that gets to say, guess what, everybody? Here's our call to action. Book 2 new virtual parties or fundraisers. They can be self-hosted, have hosts, have dual hosts. Book them and hold them by this Sunday. And you're going to go into an extra special. Terry's going to take it away.
All right, so this is something we have never done before. So when you book and hold those 2 parties by Sunday, you are going to get a special invitation to join Betsey, Jaclyn, Lindsey, and me on a small group training just for you guys who complete this challenge. And we are going to train you on one of the biggest aspects of this business right now. It's how to get your parties booked with successful and with successful follow-up, because that's really how we're booking so many of these virtual parties, is the follow-up after your party. So your challenge is to book and hold 2 virtual parties by Sunday. They can be self-hosted, and you are going to get to join Lindsey, Betsey, Jaclyn, and me on a small group training designed just for you guys. So we are super excited about this.
So Terry, the question is, does the party have to be closed out by Sunday?
No, it just has to be held by Sunday. So
And how will they let us know?
They're going to message one of us, one of the 4 of us, because the training will actually happen next week. So you want to make sure to message us by Monday morning, letting us know when you held your party and who your hostess was, and we will put you in that small group training. And like Lynn said, within one day, parties are being booked closer and closer than I've ever seen before. It's probably one of the most exciting parts about this.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
2 wads.
2 wads, that's it. All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for being on here. Lynn, thank you. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate you spending your evening with us and sharing all your knowledge with us.
I loved it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lynn.
Bye.
All right, thank you. Good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, Betsey. Thank you. Bye, Lindsey.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Lynn. Love you guys.
Hi, everyone.